it has become a little bit of a tradition now that I make a reading vlog for the quick reads releases. I will leave my previous vlogs linked up above and of course in the end screen for you. But yes, today is going to be my reading vlog for Quick Reads 2022. Welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Katrina and I make bookish content here on this channel every week, and then movie reviews or book versus movie content here at the weekend. In the description box below you will find all of my social links, including my blog and my Goodreads, where I have reviewed previous quick reads titles. I haven't posted any reviews of this year's quick reads on here yet because I wanted to make this video first and see what I thought of them. So I am going to be reading all 8 of these quick reads books and bringing you my thoughts here. So it's going to be a vlog style format, and then I will come back at the end and give you a sort of very quick overview of which I liked, which I didn't like, and yeah, all of the books will of course be linked in the description box, but please enjoy this reading vlog. It is Monday morning and therefore it is about time I started reading some quick reads. I am going to begin with The Kiss by Santa Montefiore. I have 3 of these on audiobook, and so they should suit me as I drive to and from work this week. I may have to see if I can find another one on audiobook, so that's the only audio I'm listening to. However, there could be an issue with something needing to return to the library, but I'll let you know. So I'm about to begin The Kiss. Love a bit of Santa Montefiore. Have no idea what this is about. She's an auto-bi author for me, and so therefore we're just going to dive right in, and I'll update you once I get to work. Well, it's very intriguing so far. I was driving along to work thinking, oh, what about this? And oh, what about that? I'm really enjoying it, and I'm really enjoying the fact that, like, I listened to half of the book on my way here and I'll listen to the other half on my way back. Like, that's just the beauty of a quick read. And then potentially I could sit down and read another one before bed tonight. I'm not saying that I will, not committing to that right now, but yes, loving Santa Montefiore. I was a little bit concerned because she writes such like flowing, fabulous descriptions, and so I was like, oh, I wonder if it'll feel like it's cut short, but it's not. It's so concise, and so just like, okay, I get the picture, I get what's going on here. So unfortunately I have to stop listening and go to work now, but yeah, we'll pick up again at the end of the day. So I did end up finishing The Kiss yesterday. It started out as one story. I wasn't really sure where it was going, and then I started to get worried about the relevance of the title, like who's going to kiss when, what's going to go on here. So I thought it was really great. I thought it was very, very good, very well done, and the fact that I listened to half of it on the way to work and half of it on the way back from work is ideal. I know I'm not necessarily the target audience of the quick reads, but I do love them an awful lot. And then on the way to work today, I have started listening to The Black Mountain by Kate. Now, I always thought it was Kate Mosse, but it's actually, well, the audiobook narrator pronounced it Kate Mosse, like the model. So yeah, so this isn't really my genre. We've got a bit of sort of historical fiction set in Tenerife, which is interesting, but the family dynamics are interesting, and I think, again, a quick reads is always a really good way to try a new author and try a new genre, because I have found some authors and genres that I've been surprised that I enjoyed. So we shall see how we get on with this one. I think it's going to be more than just a commute here and a commute back, so I shall keep listening probably when I get home tonight. I did not do any more reading yesterday, but I didn't really think that I would because I knew I was going to the cinema yesterday, so keep an eye out for that movie review. If I haven't already posted it, it'll be coming your way very soon, but I imagine as you're watching this I'll post it, so I'll leave it linked up above. And then yeah, just went to the cinema, came home, went to bed. But yeah, interesting, different listen on my way to work this morning. Like I say, it's not really my genre. Sorry, but we'll see. Could you say that again? We'll see how we get on. I'm having trouble hearing you. And just Siri's interrupting us now. He's having trouble hearing me because I'm not talking to him. That would be why. But yeah, interesting to try an author that I've heard an awful lot about but haven't read any of, because it's not generally my genre. Quick reads gives you the opportunity to do that. But yeah, now it's time to take our coffee and head into work. So I just finished listening to The Black Mountain by Kate Mosse. A Family in Danger, An Island in Peril. This one, again, was out of my genre, but I still think it was very well done. The descriptions were excellent and yet concise. And then obviously we have the adventure of the Black Mountain. But the thing that I did like about this one was how sort of feminist it was, and how sort of trying to rewrite history in a more sort of feminist light. I enjoyed that aspect of it. Some of the more adventurous historical parts of it didn't float my personal boat, but then that's just what I personally like and don't like. But I did think it was very well written, and I did think it was a great quick read. And now I can say that I've read something by Kate Mosse, a new to me author for 2022. So I have read this one, and as we know, I have read The Kiss. So vlog wise, there's your update. My next one that I've got on audio that I would be listening to in the car is Witness by Wheatle. This one just feels so much thinner than the other one, and it's significantly shorter. This one is 86 pages, whereas the other one was 130. So like 50 pages more, so we're talking half as much again. So I think this one will be a quick read. Tell the truth or protect his family. And so yeah, this one looks a bit different, and we'll be listening to this one in the car, in amongst other things that I'm listening to for Pride Month. And then I have a whole stack more to listen to, so perhaps putting all of these on my June TBR was not the sensible thing to do. However, I am excited about reading all of them. That's the thing. I want to read all of them, and when you look at them like that, it's like one thick chunky book. We've still got some time left in June, so we'll be okay. I will keep you updated, and yeah, enjoy your week. So I just finished listening to Witness by Wheatle, which I listened to in 2 commutes, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I started listening to it on the way to work yesterday. No, on the way back from work yesterday, and finished listening to it on the way to work today, because I snuck in another Pride read before the end of Pride Month, like yesterday morning. It definitely wasn't the target audience for this one. This one, interestingly, reads a little like a YA. The characters and the people in this one weren't too dissimilar to some of the characters in the one that I had just listened to, which was a YA one. So yeah, if you're looking for something that has younger characters in, Witness by Wheatle, part of the quick reads, is definitely one that has younger characters in. It's definitely got sort of language that's aimed more towards a younger audience, and not me. And so that was interesting too. As a teacher, this one made me very sad. The only sort of thing that bugged me about it a little bit is that I couldn't work out exactly where it was set. I thought it was set in the UK, and then it read like it was set in the US, but then the majority of the stuff was UK based. Like, they talked about rubbish bins, and they talked about a pupil referral unit, and they talked about like maths tests, like times table tests. It just, most of the things were UK, but then there'd be the occasional thing that made it seem like the US. Like, they mentioned Seattle Seahawks, they mentioned the sort of the roads they mentioned were a little more US like, and then they mentioned Cheesecake Factory as well. But I mean, I recognise that there are other restaurants called Cheesecake Factory that aren't the Cheesecake Factory. So yeah, so that was the only thing, was that like that sort of vexed me the entire way through the book, and I'm looking it up, trying to work it out. But yeah, I think we're going to, the next audiobook I have, the next audiobook quick reads I have is The Swimmer by Graham Norton, which will be the 4th book out of the quick reads, and will be the 3rd one by a new to me author. So that's exciting. I like the fact that this is helping me to discover new authors as well. And I'm really hoping that before the end of the month I can get in one where I sit down and read it. I think that would be a nice thing to do, don't you? So the bath is running, and I'm going to take Sofia Khan and the Baby Blues in with me. It's been a while since I read a physical book, and so I'm quite excited about the prospect of picking up a physical book. However, I can't remember the last time I took a physical book into the bath with me. I've read Kindle book in the bath, I've read audiobook in the bath. Physical book, can I manage to not get it wet? We shall see. Also, I've just spotted that this book is written in diary form, which I love, so I'm even more excited to pick it up now. Yay! So I've managed not to drop it in the bath so far. I have read half of the year, with it being in diary form. I've read half the year, I've read to the end of June. I feel slightly like, because I haven't obviously read anything about Sofia Khan before, I feel slightly like I'm sort of catching up with people that everybody already knows. But it's quite easy to pick up, and then the fact that it is in diary form means that it is a super quick read. Turning the pages, we're already at July and we're at page 91, so there's like 70 pages left. So I'm going to finish off in the bath and maybe read some more before bed, but maybe not, maybe read the rest in the morning. So I'm having a lazy morning this morning, school holidays, yes. So I have my coffee and my book. We're going back in. Let's find out what happens to Sofia Khan in July. So I have this one out and about with me today. So I'm having my breakfast before I get on a train. And I'm just a little way into it, but I'm enjoying it so far. I like the fact that it's got snippets of letters as well as actual prose. I always love that mixed media. It's just so sad. I think this is really like pulling on the teacher in me. It's just sad, but hopefully we're gonna have a happy ending. I don't know. So I've got my coffee, got my book, doing some Saturday morning reading in bed. This is a bookmark that I was using when I was out and about yesterday. So that was unexpected. I feel like a lot of this year's quick reads have been unexpected, but that one made me want to find out more. There's a book of poetry that's sort of advertised at the back, and then it mentions a documentary as well. So I'm like, yep. I mean, I maybe should have read this tagline and then I would know a little bit more, but I just went in blind, so there we go. So the bath is running behind me because we're going to be reading our final quick reads, The Cutting Season by M.W. Craven. I think I have left this one to last because I probably want to read it the least. I don't know, maybe I wasn't that struck on the Kate Mosse either, but I don't know. Yeah, so this one was the winner of the 2019 CWA Gold Dagger Award. Poe's just hanging out on a Saturday afternoon, hanging from a hook in a meat packing plant isn't how Washington Poe wants to spend his weekend. So I'm thinking that maybe it's like part of a series, but you know, reading it on a Saturday afternoon when it's set on a Saturday afternoon, why not? So the first one that I read was The Kiss by Santa Montefiore, which is a rom-com. Santa Montefiore does some historical stuff, some modern day stuff. I really enjoyed this one. It did surprise me, but I think that this one was probably my favourite out of them, just because it was an author that I knew and a genre that I was familiar with as well. Then we have The Black Mountain by Kate Mosse, which is historical fiction. I hadn't read anything by Kate Mosse before, so I was really grateful that I could discover a new author through quick reads. it wasn't really my kind of thing, but I liked it better than I thought I would. For something that is very much outside my genre and outside my comfort zone, I liked it more than I thought I would. I still wouldn't pick up another Kate Mosse again, but if you're a Kate Mosse fan, or if you are looking to get into her work, then this one will definitely be a good recommend for you. Then we have A Witness by Alex Wheatle, which surprised me by how much I was engaged with this one as well. I have seen that this author does have some YA stuff, and so I am intrigued. There's like a newer one out there that I've seen on my library overdrive on audio, so I might be picking this one up. I think this one definitely appealed to the teacher in me. It did feel very YA, and so if you are a fan of YA and are looking for something quick to read or something to discover a new author, then this one could definitely be for you. But suspenseful fiction there. This one probably surprised me the most because I didn't like it, and this is The Swimmer by Graham Norton. I just didn't really connect with the characters or the storyline at all. I just, having sort of come away from it, I can't tell you an awful lot about it. It's not very memorable. I think it's supposed to be a bit of a mystery, and I hadn't read anything by Graham Norton before, even though I do have some of his books on my Kindle or Audible, I think, when they've come up on daily deals, and so I was, surprised by how sort of disappointed I was in this one. And then we have Sofia Khan and the Baby Blues. This one was, I think, the one I was most excited to read, and I think it was probably my third favourite out of all 8 books, just because I felt like, because the character already existed, I was kind of joining a party where I didn't know anyone. So the genre overall, I enjoy. It's definitely contemporary fiction. And the fact that she's fostering a baby whilst going through a second divorce really appealed to me. But because we sort of have a history with the character and I didn't know that, then I feel like maybe I would have enjoyed it more if I knew the character already and could engage with her on a deeper level because of that. But I definitely enjoyed it, and I had no problem finishing this one, which I did with a couple of the others, so that definitely stands out as probably my third favourite. This one now is my second favourite. This one is My Name Is Why by Lemn, Sissay, and this one is an abridged version, so a bit like Adam Kay's This Is Going to Hurt. He abridged his full-length non-fiction book to be a quick read. This is the same, where he's abridged his full-length book. This one just I love the fact that it was non-fiction. I like the fact that Quick Reads has a non-fiction offering every year, and I just really, really enjoyed this one. I also like the fact that it's mixed media, so we have some of his own thoughts as well as some letters and reports in there as well. However, this one was just so soul destroying. It was so depressing, but not in a it was too depressing to carry on kind of way. It was just really, really bad how the system just completely failed him, and it's horrible that the system is still continuing to fail children across the country and across the world, and I hate that. But I was really interested in this one, and I definitely will be pursuing more information about this writer. I would like to read his poetry. I also saw that there was a documentary on this one that I would like to pursue, and so that's why this one was definitely my second favourite. Then we have Blind Spot by Paula Hawkins, which still has my bookmark in. This one, I don't know. So I love Girl on the Train, and then everything that Paula Hawkins has done since, I've just not loved, and I think maybe she's just not a writer for me. I was quite excited about a sort of shorter thriller that I could get my teeth into, an author that I already know. This was only the second author in the list of 8 that wasn't a new to me author, and so I was quite excited about it, but I just I didn't really connect with the characters. I didn't really care. I felt like sometimes we moved on from something a little too quickly. I like the play on words with the title, and if you read this one, come back and let me know in the comments if you enjoyed that as well, because it would be a spoiler to tell you what the play on words is. But yeah, I think maybe me and Paula Hawkins were just not going to get along, and I still need to do a book versus movie of Girl on a Train. And Then we have The Cutting Season by M.W. Craven, which is very much like police procedural crime. There's some mob bosses in here, you know, somebody's on a meat hook. I don't mind that too much in a film, but in a book it's just not my thing. And this was probably the book I enjoyed the least. This and The Graham Norton I definitely enjoyed the least, even though I know going into this one, I suppose The Graham Norton, I thought it was more my genre, and so I would like it more, and so I was most disappointed in it. But I think I enjoyed this book the least because it was also not my genre. I couldn't tell if it was trying to be serious or if it was trying to be comedy. And I think that that's probably a bad thing. I did find myself skimming some of it, but I think that if you are into police procedural, again, this is sort of part of a series, and so it's an existing character, and so if you like the character as well, you will enjoy this one, and it's a good way into another author in the genre too. But because it's out of my comfort zone of genre, and I also couldn't work out if it was trying to be serious or not, I didn't really care about the characters. I didn't especially care about the main character, Poe. Poe's just hanging out on a Saturday afternoon on Meat Hook. I think that that's why this was probably my least favourite of all 8. However, I really, really like the fact that there is such a range of genres here, that there's a range of writers here, that there are more established writers and newer writers, writers I'd heard of, writers I hadn't heard of, and I like the fact that I got to experience a whole, like, there's historical fiction in here, there's sort of YA thriller, there's adult thriller, there's police procedural, there's non-fiction, there's mystery, there's contemporary fiction, and there's sort of historical rom-com as well. And so the fact that this is a great collection, if you haven't read any quick reads before, then do definitely take a look at my previous videos, because I have loved some of the quick reads titles that there have been. I'm so glad that Jojo Moyes has kind of taken this one over and given it funding, and I will definitely be buying next year's collection and bringing you a reading vlog again next year, of course. So make sure that you are subscribed and hit that notification bell. Thanks for that. That was your hoot to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on that vlog. And this time next year, hopefully I'll be a little bit more timely with it. It's taken me a while to get through this stack, just because I wanted to sit down and do them justice and really think about them for this vlog. But all of them will of course be linked in the description box below. I will be back with more bookish content for you very soon. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up, and I will see you with my next video. Thanks for watching.